Back again, like we never left. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third official episode of the Unfiltered. My name is Tavi Singh Makhasho, but you guys can call me Tavi the MC, the lady with the voice of radio, and most definitely all the time without missing, the face for the camera as well. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for commenting as well. Even though some of you are just commenting with emojis, so we're not too sure how your emotions are like. But it's the effort. Effort will definitely give you that. I'm not alone, actually. I'm going to start on this side because we've got a visitor. We've got a guest. You know, sometimes people come
substitute.
Yeah, I want to say substitute first.
This number 10.
Reserve.
So I think let me start on this side first.
On this side, it is Wiseman, the main man, the music junkie, back again. When you see these faces, you must know it's a Wednesday, and we are about to drop yet again. This is the man with a lot of names, whatever name that you want to use, as long as me and you are okay about it. Hey, let's do this.
And then we also have the guest. I don't want to say the substitute. This thing of substitute, I don't understand it. But we'll just say this is the guest. This is the guest and just the visitor, right? So the visitor who came to visit. But yeah.
Yes, sir. Whichever one goes, I'm okay with it. So, guys, my name is Morana Labona, and then I'm here to join you guys today. I don't have like a long introduction like my colleagues say, but then I'm fine with
When this idea started, I remember you were driving it. I remember how bad you wanted us as PSH team podcast.
Because I knew there's people for that.
Oh, so you wanted to delegate?
Oh, I see. It was like there's those ones with long introductions. Let them be in the forefront.
You understand? I was like, they are made for this thing, and then me, I'm just like behind the scene.
What did you think about first episode?
I loved it.
Is it?
Yeah, I loved it. Like it was actually like what I had in mind, but better.
Yeah. I think the team really pulled through. It wasn't easy. I'm still going to say that, guys. So probably, like Wiseman said, by the time we actually dropped this episode, by the time we are recording this episode 2 would already be out. And we feel like episode 2 is also much better as well. So I do feel like the team has been putting in the work.
Yeah.
The team has not been sleeping. The team has a vision, the same vision that you have. I think they've got a similar vision and they're trying to push it as well.
Yeah.
So, but obviously the things I feel like we could always improve on, right?
Yes. There's always a room for improvement, especially if you want to call in life. Yeah. But then apart from everything else, lovely.
Listen,
you can see from the comments.
Yeah, I saw a lot of heart emojis. I saw a lot of fire emojis. I know Aisha as well. Got the whole street to actually come and watch on one device as well. Which was so We appreciate you so much, Aisha.
Because you're from the Bundus, man. So
don't say people are from the Bundus. People are going to get offended. Don't say people are from the Bundus.
Aisha.
Yeah. And then I also realized that there are actually people who watch the episode without subscribing, guys. So when we keep on saying subscribe, we understand what we're saying. It means a lot. So you can't just be watching. It's like going to XXX and then watching it on a Kicknito. You know what's that Kicknito thing? The private. So there's a website and then there's like a private website. Where did this live?
Wait. You said what? XXS. I'm still stuck on the XXS. I'm like, okay.
Me too. Like,
you coming, okay.
What is that?
You were warm there for a little bit and then you went.
You know the orange and black app, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you know the orange and black app?
Okay.
Sure. So the orange and black app, when you access it, you can actually access it through like a different website, like still on your same device, but it's called Nicked or something. Guys, type it down. I know you guys know it. Nicked or something.
Oh, so no, you're thinking about the dark side where you watch your XS or not.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. No, I understand what we're talking about now. So we're on the same page, right, man? But then, we are on the same page.
My point is, people who watch our episodes without subscribing, they're doing that. Because now you're just getting off the episodes, but you're not subscribing. So click on that subscribe button, try to comment, try to like the episode. It really helps us a lot on our side.
But what is it? I believe those ones are the young at heart. You know those people that are young at heart? They're not really the young ones.
Yeah, but Israel is one of them. Israel young at heart. One thing about me already. Austin, I'm so sorry that I named dropped.
You got in trouble for that.
Again,
you got in trouble for that. Now you are doing it again. You got in trouble for that. You are doing it again.
On episode 2, that's what we're doing so much. And guys, if you don't know those people who show pictures, you will see what yeah. So guys, please do exactly that. So let's do a hard check-in. Guest, visitor. we've got a rule here at home.
Okay.
So the rule is every time you come at home, we need to find out how you are genuinely feeling. So, there's how are you, which is very vague, which is just very general. And then there's a person asking you, how are you?
Okay. Now I see. Now we have to be emotional.
Yeah, not emotional per se, but it's just like, just being in tune with the emotions. I think we forget to really ask ourselves,
Yeah, true story.
how are you actually doing? I'll start. I'm a bit offended. I'm offended because, so I don't know, can you see my skin? I've got like pimples here on my thing.
You feel offended.
I feel offended.
Huh?
It's an emotion, offended emotion. I feel offended.
Yeah.
Because, okay, fine. So remember, I was just tired. The long weekend came back sharp. So my dad video calls me yesterday, right? And then I'm at the doctor. So I don't want to tell him that I'm at the doctor.
Whoa. Let's start there. Who showed Pa how to video call?
My dad has a picture of the doctor on the profile picture to show everyone that he's got access to Wi-Fi.
Oh, wow.
My dad is a baddie.
He's
He
a cool.
literally took a picture of the Wi-Fi that we have at home,
Yeah.
put it as his profile picture. I'm not lying, guys. It's there. Where's
So
the-
Pa can video call you. You are in trouble. You are in trouble.
Then yesterday he says, I took the SIM card of the thingy, Daddy.
Because they're finishing it. Oh, wow.
I'm telling you. And he has a business account, by the way.
Pa.
Transportation service.
Congratulations to Pa.
So,
He's a very cool guy. He's the coolest.
so Pano video calls me yesterday. I'm at the doctor. So I can't tell him that I'm at the doctor. He worries a lot. Like, he asks a lot of questions. So when he video calls, I'm trying to hide myself. So now obviously the phone is close to my face like this. And then Pa says to me, so we speak. Then there's a point of the video call where he says, okay. Oh, so I just need to keep on saying, oh. Because you can't hang up. You must
You can't.
Oh, okay, when I go. So now when he's going with this, okay, there comes a point where he's like, whoa. So I'll say it in my language and then I'll translate. Then he says, why would I show? You should take it. So basically he's asking to say, why do I have pimples on my forehead, right? Because now I'm like, I don't know. He says, you can't have pimples. You need skincare. You need skincare.
Wow.
I didn't ask him what's going on.
Wow, you're dead. He's one of the kind.
So offended. Because my thing was, how on earth does my dad skin shame me? Like, when someone else a stranger says that on social, they say, "Tabby, your skin, this and this." I would understand. But my own dad skin shame me.
And bad.
No, yesterday they was bad. Oh, yesterday they was super bad. I don't know what was happening. They was super. So that I think, but also remember the phone was close to my forehead. So according to my dad, I must not be broke. I must have clear skin. I can't be fat. So according to my dad, I'm like perfect.
Oh,
So I
nice.
can't be. If I have a scar, my dad is gonna ask me, what
happened? Oh,
So that's the kind of
Shout out to
the
Pa.
good thing is salt, because I know
I don't know. I was telling the team on the first episode that dick is everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think dick is a scarcity according to me. If you were to ask me, I didn't do economy and business at school, but I don't think dick is a scarcity. I think you can get it anywhere.
and you can buy it also
You can also buy it.
and own it.
I mean, I know you
there
guys
for
are
you.
in the Western Cape. This is Cape Town, so it's anywhere and everywhere.
People that say dick is a scarcity, I don't understand how, because everywhere there's dick. Testosterone is everywhere, my dear. I think it's testosterone everywhere, my dear. Do you?
So it's not that.
No, it's not that. I don't
just
think
other
it's that.
things.
I think it's just other things that I'm.
Is it?
Yeah, but other than that, I'm good. It's just my dad body. Skin shaming me. Me being tired from the long weekend as well. Because I feel like we need a short weekend to recover from the long weekend. But other than that, I'm good. You, Wesman?
Guys, I'm tired. I know we come from a long weekend, and supposedly we rest during the long weekend. But did I rest?
Yeah.
Did I not rest? From Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I decided to rest on Monday. And I'm tired from the rest. So my body is used to this thing. Let me not rest. Let me just go on and on and on. My body is used to the 3 a.m.s, the 4 a.m.s in the morning. I mean, my body is already used to that. I decided on Monday, I'm just going to have a lazy day, be on the couch and the bed the whole day. And that is actually making me so... I feel like, when you get mob judges, when you get everyone from the township to beat you up, I feel like my body went through that.
You.
It feels I'm tired.
But I can relate, my boy.
I'm tired.
The same as well.
Yo, I'm so tired.
I feel like you guys overwork your bodies, man.
Yeah, it's overworking, and then weekends you get them to relax, and then you never relax.
It's the resting that's the problem.
Exactly.
So we shouldn't rest.
Mustn't rest.
No.
If you are a person that goes on and on and on, just go on.
Yeah.
Just go on.
You rest when you're old.
We'll rest it up for that.
Yeah, I'm woke. Yeah, that's a good one.
At the name. So,
Yeah.
Don't sing. Don't sing.
So,
My reputation is at stake here, girl.
Let's listen to the visitor. How
Yeah.
are you feeling, my bro?
how I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling very good. But how I'm really feeling, I don't feel good at all. Cause now, over the weekend while I was doing my drinkings and whatever, so I decided to video call my child. Right, she's back in Bloemfontein. So now, like this girl, she looks at me like a stranger. I'm like, what's going on? Now? You understand? And I called her again. I'm like, maybe she was like, like not feeling well, and then she does the same thing. I'm like, no, I need to go home.
You need to go visit home.
I need to visit home. It's actually been long getting about it.
It was a birthday sometime this
Yesterday.
Happy belated
Yeah,
birthday,
we're
baby.
turning 3 yesterday.
Turning 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was just like yesterday. Like she's already 3.
You remember?
Your Angelina is the most beautiful child. When I grew up, I wanted to have a child like that.
Maybe I used to be like that also. Who knows?
So sorry.
Well, you know where to get the child like
When
that.
I grow up,
Well, you know exactly where to go for
I
donations.
can just give you something and
You
then
know
give
where
me
to go
something
for
on the side.
donations.
and I think it also goes back to, we're going to get into violation of the week, by the way, guys. So don't forget to also let us know in the comment section as you're busy subscribing. Yeah. Let's do a hard check-in with you. How are you feeling when you watch this episode? Doesn't matter what time it is, what second it is. Doesn't matter where you are as well. Type it down now. As you're listening to this, type it down. How are you feeling, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to speak about the violation of the week. To say I also feel another violation as well is when you get into a relationship with someone that already has kids, beautiful kids like Morena. And then you think to yourself, okay, maybe I've hit the jackpot here. Maybe I should have kids with this person. They'll give me beautiful kids. So I was still saying that another thing that I feel like it's a violation of the week is when I meet Morena, get into a relationship with Morena. Someone was like the most cutest, adorable kids. And then I get into a relationship thinking I've hit jackpot, assuming that this person, people must stop thoughting. Assuming and thoughting that Morena is going to give me beautiful kids. Yo!
I was gonna say that's your problem. Your problem is thoughting. You should have thought. But now I know I didn't do maths and physics back in school.
Biology.
You know,
Falls under biology.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's a genes,
because now it's not Morena and the previous partner who has those beautiful kids. Now you are coming with your ugly genes. Now you're coming to add, yeah. So you're the one. No, technically I didn't say you are ugly.
You might be gorgeous, but then someone in your family like was very ugly, and then now you have one of those genes, like your chromosomes.
So I say it's generational. This thing.
It's chai. It's chai.
Another violation that I, and that one that is close to my, the one of kids, it's very close to my heart, guys. I don't want to lie to you. And then another violation that I have. So, when you meet someone for the first time in the talking stages and whatever, you sexting, you getting to know each other, and then a person promises you heaven and earth during drinking. So the person says, listen, the day we meet, chandeliers, everything, it's going to be, and the person is promising
It's
you,
gonna be this fire.
it's going to be this fire. Until the day comes, what happens, it's like a different story. I personally feel, listen, I'm not saying that I'm judging, I'm scoring cards or whatever how you call it. But what I'm saying is, don't give me expectations.
Yeah.
There's something about expectations that people don't understand. If you are going to tell me about how you're going to be choking me, how you're going to be tying me down, how you're going to go the whole night, already I'm going to paint a picture in my mind of that particular. Rather keep quiet and just show me on the day. That's how I feel.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I see you guys agreeing with each other with that one. I have a question mark right there.
Okay.
For me, it's like that thing where you know that you are going to a takeaway outlet, and they show you maybe a certain burger, a certain menu maybe on the adverts and you're like, it's yummy, it's big, it's all that.
squalling.
It's squalling to the highest level. But when you get there, it's like a baby burger. It's not the burger that you saw, right? For that,
I know who does that.
I solely blame the takeaway place for that, hey? But when it comes to things like sports activities, team activities, you cannot blame one individual for that thing, which clearly means he knows it's fire, or you know you are fire, but now your fire met with water, or his fire met with water. So that activity there was not activity.
You're condoning incompetence. That's what you are doing, my guy. You are condoning incompetence. Listen to what.
How did he feel?
says.
Wait. Okay, now we got to realize how you feel about this whole situation, right? How did he feel about this situation?
I don't know how he felt because he was the one that was actually selling the drink to you. What I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with any kind of performance. If you perform
The
good,
lie.
fine, that's amazing. If you don't perform good, fine, we can work. I don't have a problem with any kind of performance. My thing is expectations, right? I don't want to say I sexed a lot because my partner might be watching this, but I don't. What I'm trying to say.
Under the bus.
And she threw herself under the bus.
She threw herself under the
Literally
bus.
just say I sexed a lot.
And you technically said,
Speaking from someone who knows.
I
what to
get
say.
you. I get you. You raise the bar, but then when you actually meet, it's not the actual thing. But for me, it's not also about the actual action. For me, it's about how the person will be, when you're speaking before the actual meetup. And when you meet up, this person is not as talkative as they were during the whole talking stages on the phone and on all the social media spaces. Now, when you meet up with the person, it's like, yes, how are you? Yes, like.
The reason why people cap sometimes is because they tell you the truth, but then when they meet you, like the way you receive them, then you mix everything that they've said before to like sound like it don't work, right? So that's why maybe like he end up not choking you because like he said like if I choke this one's gonna think I'm trying to kill her. You understand? So because of like how you received him, and then like it's like no I can't be choking so beautiful girl. Like we don't know what happened. That's what I'm saying. Like you could have asked him afterwards to say like how did you feel about our sex? Because me.
And the thing is, for me, it's not even about sex or just the violation of the way we were just doing around bed. For me, it's not even about sex only because there's certain stages that I would put my potential to go through, right? So the first thing is, I think I'm a semi-sapiosexual, not a full sapiosexual, but I'm the kind of person that will get attracted to your intelligence and your level of thinking, your reasoning capacity. So it starts with how we're chatting on WhatsApp, right? If there's a specific and a particular way that you respond to my messages and how the conversation flows, that for me, it's a 10 on. That's why we start with things.
You get wet from all of that.
Not wet per se, but my thighs, they start doing things.
Just sleep happy.
Yeah, no, my thighs. Just my thighs. My vulva is still fine at this point. Then we move to the stage of a phone call. So my thing is, we might be connecting over text messages.
But let me hear your voice.
But let me hear your voice and let's hear how we talk. So you know that those pauses when you're talking to somebody like,
So here's the thing: do you first go for the voice or for the? Because I'm more for after we've texted a lot. Then let me see you. Let me video call you. Let me see, is this the actual person?
Yeah.
Because
go to the video.
there's catfishing out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why I start with the text. Then I go to the phone calls, right? My longest relationships are men that I would actually talk to on the phone call for like over an hour. That's what I've picked up. Men that I've been in relations, we would talk on the phone. Like, what we're talking about, I don't know, but the conversation.
That's a conversation.
That's how we connect, right?
That's a conversation.
Then we go on a video call. People who know me personally, I don't respond to video calls without an appointment. You must give me an appointment. You must set an appointment if we video call.
Yeah,
I don't play like that. Whether you're my friend, you're my partner, even my dad, I ignore him. So if we go to that point of video call where you convince me, like entirely, listen, I don't care whether you just woke up, I don't care whether you are entirely the MC. There are men who literally say to me, put your brand aside. We want to date you as a person.
I want to see you.
I want to see you as a person. This is entirely the MC, put it aside, we'll deal with it later. Then you move into that. Then I'm like, okay, cool. Then it moves into a meetup, right? The meetup, I'm looking for specific things. One, how this guy is going to look at me, how this guy kisses me,
Okay.
and how confident is this guy around me.
Right.
You see how No, I've got stages. You have got.
So those stages, if they miss something, are you alert or are you alarmed that hey, the kissing
I write it down.
It's not good.
the kissing it's not make sure.
And then eventually what happens? Like, do you give them the report back, like, with the results?
Because for me, Morena, like,
Or you just ghost them?
yes, here's the thing, Morena. Why would you wait up until you get your clothes off, but the kissing was not okay?
Exactly.
Because I know I've stopped situations from kissing. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
So what do you teach the person how to kiss?
No, not that you teach the person how to kiss, though.
We're
But
too
then,
old for that now.
man, I mean, it won't even get up. It's gonna be a slap tiger the whole time if the kissing is just like why? Exactly, bruh. Like, why would you even go to second base if first base is not even doing the things like you like? It can't.
How do you condone this person to grade 2 if like in grade 1 it was not so?
You can't be condoned. I think the problem is that maybe you condone these individuals.
This one is not but then we condone the person.
You shouldn't be condoning them. They should pass with the level 7.
Flying colors.
Flying colors.
Yeah.
You guys have
8 plus, my boy. 8 plus.
That's for A+. Do you guys have any violation of the week in the bedroom?
Ooh, violation of the week in the bedroom for me. I think for me it's the talking dirty, man. Not everyone is about talking dirty. I mean, you'll find some individuals they're okay with just not saying anything and just not even humming and humming. But you'll find some individuals like forcing the issue, man. You're like, yes, kill me. Kill me now. I wanna be dead. Like, really? Like, is it necessary? You really have to?
Come inside me. Next thing they ask you.
Can you guys hear us when we fake warning? Is it?
No, you can tell. Yeah.
Not every time for me, but I've noticed some.
Don't close your eyes.
Some thing. No. Here's the thing. And some people think that this is a joke. Every time I tell the story, here's the thing. You know, when you go, and then the humming go with the rhythm, like ha, and then you don't go, but they still go ha. Like, what do you mean? Like, I did not even do anything, and you are still mourning and doing other things. So. Yeah, sometimes we catch you guys in the act and like, I'm being condoned, yeah.
What did you do when you realized that she's actually faking the money?
Yo, that's when I do it hard, man.
Not even faster, harder.
Not even faster, hard. I'm like, hey, you don't want to cry, you don't want to mourn, you don't want to do anything. Let's see.
I feel like there's a condition.
Now it becomes a violent sex.
Which it shouldn't be, honestly. I feel like there's a condition when a person, I don't know how to put it, but when a person, midway the process of us having sex, I zone out. There's something called zoning out. Yeah. I don't know what actually causes that. And I don't know if I'm the only person that has ever experienced that or people are experiencing it. Please comment down in the comment chat, on the chat box.
Do you mean like you start thinking about someone else?
No.
Or something else?
You zone out. Like you literally just, your mind just goes something else. Like your mind just goes, I forget what I'm doing.
Yo. But do you talk dirty? Or it depends?
No, I want to think, I remember you asking me, so I must think about me. And the thing is, I hate quiet sex. I hate quiet sex. Sex that's quiet, I hate because I'm an overthinker.
So you need some commentary.
I need commentary, guys, all the way. I'm an overthinker, so if you're going to give me quiet sex, I'm going to end up talking.
You need to be in the stadium, so he takes the ball. Then he's looking for jersey number 7. He passes it over.
None there's and there's. I'm Laduma.
Celebrating the goal.
That's the kind of sex I want. I don't want quiet sex. I think me, one thing that, and maybe my exes haven't told me, but one thing that I'll bore you with, I ask a lot of questions during sex. I'll ask you if you're enjoying it. I'll ask you if you know that this is yours. I'll ask you if you know how much, like I'll ask you about, I'll call you with your if you have a child, that's even the worst one. I'll keep mentioning the name of your child. That's the worst.
But do you want authentic truthful answers to the questions that you are asking. Because now, imagine if you're asking, is it nice? And I'm not feeling that it's nice. I'm like, no.
You remember that guy when I said I love you during sex and he kept quiet? I put that episode.
And please, guys, take this from me. When people are saying I love you during intercourse, they're not saying I love you. They're saying I love what's happening.
Yeah.
I love the action. Because now you're gonna confess to the love and go on one knee and propose. Hey, you're gonna
That's the worst thing.
you're gonna be
And
condoned.
speaking about that guy, maybe it should lead us to have a conversation because we're going to talk about two things.
I wanna hear what are his
They should have
what
gone
are
first,
violations of the week.
No, like you guys took it home already.
And the visitor is scared.
Visitor doesn't want to.
But
It's okay.
But like the thing is, like me, what I don't like, actually, it's kind of sexy when a woman takes dominance, right? But some of the people, like, they overdo it, man. Like, no, you wanna push me around? You wanna, hey, woman, know your place, know your place.
50 Shades.
Yeah. No, you can move your whip there, come move handcuffs. No, where you going now? Where you going?
Must relax, you must relax. So I wanted to speak about, I told the team the story the other day to say there was a guy. So during Chuku,
No, I thought you were thinking about me. Oh.
No.
Okay.
Then there's a guy. So fine, during Chuku, so that guy was my partner there.
Okay.
So during Chuku, I say to the, because I speak a lot, so I say to this guy, I love you, right? He stops, doesn't take it out, he stops, first, and then continues, keeps talking. Right? So I pick it up and I'm like, okay, do I say something wrong or whatever the case may be?
That time is a blue tick.
Yeah, like a serious blue tick.
like
So after the whole thing, he was like, no, don't read too much into it. The thing is, you caught me off guard. That's why I filmed the spots. But we spoke about it. Sure. Now, the very same guy, that very same, because he came to visit. So then he had to go back to work, right? Now, I'm telling you about the worst way that I found out that my partner was cheating on me.
Ooh.
So after he left, my friend comes to me and my friend. So me and my friend, we were dating friends. So it was like a type of, we didn't know. We didn't know. It was unplanned.
Red flag.
That's a red flag.
It was unplanned.
You
It
never
was
know that.
unplanned.
Okay.
So fine, fast forward, my friend comes to me on the very same day. Then we're sitting, then we're getting a few drinks. And then my friend says so while we're talking, my friend is complaining about her boyfriend, Boyfriend's not giving me time, my boyfriend is not spoiling me. This, just normal girl talk, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just there listening. I'm like, ski situation, we don't worry, things will be okay, whatever the case may be. While she's busy saying this thing, there's a point when she says, and you know what worries me? And you know what confuses me is your partner has a person, but your partner still shows up 10 times more than you. And I'm like,
The spawns.
I'm like, really what? And she was saying it in the moment. When someone's like,
Yeah,
I'm worried because your partner has a person, but your partner still treats you better 10 times more than my partner. And then she continues like, I don't understand. Am I doing something? I'm like, whoa.
So your partner, okay, wait. Your friend knew that your partner has someone else in his life, but your friend thought that you knew.
Yes. Even when she said it, she said, my friend, I thought that, because everyone knows. She said, even my partner knows. So we thought like you knew.
Everyone knows that except you.
And now, it makes me think of something else. Like, I'm thinking, you're the only one who didn't know that you are dating friends. Have you ever thought about that?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Okay. Like, these two guys obviously knew that they're dating friends. Right?
Correct.
And then this girl, for that comment, she knew also that she's gonna pass you to this guy through pass or something like that. I don't know.
It was not a true pass because when we met, hence I'm saying that it was an unplanned thing. Because when I met this guy that I'm talking about, right, I didn't even know that the guy actually knows my friends, whatever.
So you met where?
Like we met in a different
yeah.
It was a different setup. Only later on when I meet up with this guy, my friend's like, I know this guy. And I'm like, how do you know? I'm like, no, what?
Guys,
like wise men can testify.
I'm very much interested as how did the conversation go between you and your friend after you found out that your boyfriend, under inverted commas now, has someone.
A fiance.
Oh,
no.
It gets deeper and deeper. Go deeper, Papa. Now, okay, cool. You know me, I like asking questions. I'm quick saying it's child.
This podcast is not about me, guys. I was just
I understand. Okay, But fine, but this is what we are discussing today. We are discussing how did you find out that your partner is cheating on you?
Which is interesting because it gets to that point, that question of what defines cheating. So my friend says this to me, and I'm like, I'm stopping my friend. My friend, wait, rewind. What do you mean this person has a partner? Like, what do you mean? I thought you knew. When he came to you, didn't he say to you that he actually has a fiance? This person actually has a fiance.
Sure.
That's why he's not always available. And I'm saying to her, I thought it's because of work, because the kind of work that he was doing was very demanding, right? So I thought when he says, I can't see you, it's because of whatever work that he's doing. He says, no, that's because he also needs to attend to the fiance. And that's the...
So you had no idea
Nothing.
at all. Give that man a bells.
You had my pool, true.
Listen.
Give that man a beer.
There was Amandwendwe coming in.
Give that man a beer.
And all of that.
Just like, and it's a Zulu, guys. I was thinking to myself, we are, this man.
I'm gonna eat pool too.
Oh, they pulled to Lana.
Give that man a beer.
That's what I thought. Anyways, so I didn't confront the guy on the first night. So when he got to it, he texted me, baby, I'm safe. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I couldn't bring myself to ask him because I'm like, where do I even start with asking him? I think only 2 days later when he video called me, that's when my emotions were high, right? And then I was like, yeah, speaking about that, okay, now I can't reveal people's names, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, don't.
understand.
Yeah.
But
And you like-
but
you like
you
reveal-
understand. But and now the more you reveal details, you're gonna reveal Insta
people are
details.
gonna-
But anyways, yeah, so I said, man, this and this told me that. So, but I'm saying it with emotions. This guy says, calm down first. And I'm like, dog. I was like, calm down. You will not speak to me in that tone. Calm down. When you're done being calm, then we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
Just lights me from there.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, fine. I'm calm. Let's have a conversation. He says, start your story from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So them really.
I'm drinking. So I was like, no, don't make noise. No one is making noise. Relax.
That's a real Zulu guy.
Okay. So I start drinking it, and then my friend says, it's like this and this and this and this. Then he says, so you believe your friend over me? So you think your friend will tell you something like that, and you want to believe your friend over me?
My guy.
Do you think that if I had a partner, I wouldn't be making time to actually see you? And why would your friend, now it turns out, now he's blaming my friend. Now, why would your friend make such a statement and say, I'm treating you 10 times better, even though I have a fiance? Don't you see that it's coming from a place of jealousy? Do you want to keep a friend like that? I thought you were smart in time.
The things we do to win an argument.
And then you believe that and you give him the go again.
Yes. He was hitting the quack. He was hitting the
He
quack.
was sitting in the car. The nigga was going to the highest.
The girlfriend, she had a girlfriend. Excuse me, have I ever told you that I have a fiance?
So from all of that experience, how do you now define cheating?
And that's a very interesting one. I think cheating for me is when you start taking interest in another person while I'm still in a relationship with you, which then will be defined by the following actions for me. One, when you start chatting with this person in a very flirty way, giving them more attention as compared to me, or maybe on the same level as me. Kissing a person that you're not in a relationship with, open relationship with, who's not me. That is cheating for me. Having sex with a person that you are not in a relationship, or you are in a relationship with while I'm still in the picture, that is cheating for me, right? But randomly just chilling with people, talking to people, someone, trying their luck on you, I don't consider that to be cheating. Your actions after the person has taken that action is what I consider cheating. The flirting, giving the person time, exchanging nudes, having sex with the person, kissing with the person, being invested in that person, I consider that to be cheating.
Wow.
Yeah, well defined. Well defined.
10.
But I wanna add more.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanna add more because like with us guys, our point of departure when it comes to cheating is that you meet someone and then you entertain this person. I mean, look, there's no a guy that can come to you as a woman and then they want to be your friend. No. No.
You say it doesn't happen.
No. No. You cannot just meet someone like you don't even know. You want to be their friends. You don't even know if this person kill people or what. What? Friend.
So
No.
you say immediately
That's
your
where,
girlfriend.
that's where it starts. And then like the second step is exchanging of numbers.
Oh.
You see, after that, then you come conversations, and I say, no, it's my friend, my guy. Next day you're acting like unusual. You understand? No.
And it's nothing that I say. The moment you start taking interest in another person, that's where cheating actually starts. Because what are you doing that you're gonna say to me, I'm not interesting enough for you to actually talk to me,
Exactly.
to have a conversation. If you wanna take interest in another person, and this thing of exchanging numbers, it's a bit tricky. For example, I know with me, so I take public transport to actually do most of the things that I want.
Wait. A bit tricky how?
That's
It's
not,
simple, that
no,
thing.
that's what I'm explaining to you. I'm saying I take public transport in most cases, right? And now because I'm a commuter, in English they call it a commuter. I'm a commuter. I meet a lot of people on a day.
Oh, but I'm a takes you.
Like I'm a
This is not an English lesson. Come with it. I'm waiting for you.
not a percent of a commuter. So it's a bit of commuting. So imagine on a random day how many guys ask for my number, right? Saying no is not a problem, but having to say no all of those times, like no, it's no. There are times when I'm like, okay, fine, maybe I like this guy, you know.
So the excuse you're making is that
It's no excuse.
you give the number out because you find a liking in a particular guy.
Sometimes I give the guy the number out because the guy is annoying and won't leave me alone. So there are guys that are very persistent, especially
I
in the,
don't get that.
in the world we live in, guys.
If I'm dating you, why don't you give those guys my
I
number?
don't know your number by head.
I don't get
Are we in a relationship and you don't know my number by
Is
head?
that a violation?
It's a violation of rights. Human rights.
Me and you. I don't get why girls will say, I gave the number out because the guy was just annoying me, he was boring and all that. I mean, like, you just said no to that guy with no teeth down the road.
Exactly.
And now because this
No,
one,
but it does
because this
happen.
one is in a Viano now, you are giving a number out, which means that you found a liking. There's something that you found. There's something that you find appealing about the guy. You were like, okay, let me have him in the shade for now. Let me just, because here's also what they like to actually do with those guys of that they just give out the numbers for. Those are the guys that will ask all of those favors that you don't provide.
Exactly.
Can you buy me lunch?
Providing.
Can you come pick me up? It's the guy that was given the number, and the guy is scoring points. He's getting in and hey,
And then
the
you are
next thing
getting
you
pushed
know,
out. You are getting pushed out.
the next thing you know, hey, he's putting it by the head. The neck is gonna fall.
I think you're saying that you don't understand. Sorry, Morana. I think you're saying that you don't understand because you've never been in that position. I hear your point where you're coming from to say there are girls who would feel the need to give someone their number because they like, no, do that. That's why I said there are guys when I'm like, okay, I like this guy, I'm going to give out my number and see. And there are guys that have given out my number and they never got back to me. Like they never called and I liked them, right? But that's a story for another day. What I'm also saying is, as women, especially now with how things are in South Africa and most parts of the world, you really do find that there are guys that are very pressing, very persuasive on your neck and they don't want to leave you alone. I've seen that most women or most ladies, they will just give up their numbers because they're like, one, I'm fighting for my safety here. Secondly, this guy is annoying me. They won't leave me alone. And thirdly, some men can't take a no for an answer. We know that. So now, you've never been in that position as a woman. That's why I'm saying that you will not relate to how we
I would say yes and no. Because I know when ladies are not interested at you, my guy, they make it a point to tell you that I'm not interested. Exactly. Doesn't matter how pushing you are.
Yeah, but some
when a lady, I understand for those, but it's rare. I think it's like 2% now of the guys that will be. And
Like we've been through like 6 months waiting period.
never.
Right in your luck. Keep on going back and
And I think
going
these are conversations-
and never won.
I feel like these are conversations men need to have as well, because when I come and point it out, it's like I'm attacking men or like men of a certain caliber, and whatever the case may be. But we do have men that struggle to take no for an answer. Where for them means me saying no, it's like I'm playing a hard to get. But there are instances where I'm not playing hard to get. I'm just not interested in what you actually say. You understand what I'm saying?
That's very important. And I feel like for a lot of guys really need to actually understand and not even read in between the lines, but understand that a no is a no. There's no soft no, there's no hard no, it's just a no. I don't want to, I'm not interested, I don't want to give you my number. And guys, can we understand that it's not playing hard to get? It's just the girl not being interested on you. Hey, can you just get that? Because I mean, you'll find there's quite a lot of those ones who like, how are you, my babies, and grab a person by the hand and force the situation and all of that. It's uncomfortable. You actually also infringing on the other person's space.
Yeah.
So
And also, like, I've realized, like, with the cheaters, we have two minds, man. So there's one up here, there's one down there. So, like, sometimes you see, like, hey, music, this is there, Amatanga, KFC, you're like, yo, I want those wings. Finger wings. You understand? Like, your mind is not thinking, it's that one thinking.
That's the most dangerous shit.
Most of the time,
that's the most dangerous one, Chief. You know, when you think with the mind that down there, that one can get you in trouble.
So wait, guys,
That one
are you
is
saying to me
dangerous.
men cheat because most of the time they're thinking with their penis and they just want to
Not
charge?
most of the time, not most of the time.
Not all. Not
most
all,
of the
man.
time.
Then why do men cheat? Maybe that's the question.
Oh, that's a difficult
Here's the
one.
thing. Here's the
There's
thing.
many reasons.
I'm not speaking for all men. I'm not speaking for all men, but I know that with the kind of people that I've engaged with, it's mostly because the opportunity was there, and we are also people that lasting most of the time. You think what you have is tastier than what you don't have. Do I make sense? Or what you don't have is tastier than, and actually when you get to taste that one, you're like, actually, I'm gonna lose something for nothing here.
So men are kids, basically. Because kids would be the ones that are, no, I'm saying this, I'm saying the statement strategically. Don't be offended now. It's my opinion on this one.
Yeah, no. Like, give
And here's the thing.
Are you agreeing, wise man?
Here's the
Because
thing.
if you're saying
No,
they do
here's
it because of last thing,
here's the
kids
thing.
last a lot.
No, here's the thing. And I believe
kids just wanna play.
I believe I said this even in the last podcast where I was like, there's a certain thing that ladies feel it's okay to do, to just say statements that will be provoking to men and will expect men to be okay about it.
Yeah.
Because
That was a question, not a statement.
it's I mean, if you're saying men are kids,
Yes, so I'm saying from what you're explaining to me, can we then conclude to saying men are kids? I'm saying that because you from your explanation, you say,
Are you concluding with who?
that's what I'm asking, can we conclude? And you guys can discuss it.
no, we can't. We can't.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
You can't conclude.
Okay.
So, all right, guys, welcome back. You are still in conversation with us, and the conversation is heated, man. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, and go to that comment section, man. Hit us up with all of those comments. So, I think all in all, guys, when it comes to cheating, men and women cheat. Whether the other one is doing it because the opportunity is there, or the other one is doing it because they feel emotionally connected and all the other things. But the bottom line is that men and women cheat.
But you know what they say, wise man? There's an African proverb, I think, that says, women's secrets are deeper than the ocean. You will never find out that she cheats. And us, I think us who are so bad at cheating that we always get caught. These people, they can cheat for like
Yes.
I think you guys are making it like a gender problem.
You will find out on your son's 21st birthday that
Exactly.
actually he's not your son.
They say like, you knew all along that this is not Morena's child. But then like, you kept me there like with hopes, and then like now the child is 28 years, and then you told me like, this is not your child.
Cheating is not a sexuality problem. I'm still saying what I'm saying.
Nah, totally not.
You guys, I don't want us to drive this conversation between
Men and women, yeah.
Women cheat more.
Yeah,
Lesbians cheat more.
Yeah.
Gays cheat more, and whatever the case may be. Because we've got gay men that actually cheat.
Yeah.
We've got lesbian women that actually cheat.
Uh-huh.
We've got transgender individuals that actually cheat them more.
Yeah.
You know, we're coming from the Easter weekend, and I saw a real life situation happening between two same-sex individuals.
Yeah.
It was a lesbian couple, where the other one was so angry, and when she went out there to cry, she was even saying, I dated women because I thought they would treat me better than the men. I was like, okay, so this is what you thought when you went over outside.
And imagine that you only have one thing to provide. There's a big mistake that you
What do you
can
mean you have one thing to provide?
Huh?
You're gonna get into trouble.
Visitor, let's go, Morena.
But okay. This is unfiltered, right? Okay, now I'm being honest, right? So like now this is me. Like when I'm thinking, sometimes I'm like, okay, but I've never seen a real like relationship of like same-sex people. Like it's always like this one with that one and that one and that one and that one. It just depends where you see them or who they with and whatnot. But then like they're always like all over the place, man. You understand? I think that that's why like most of the time they don't even get married. Like it's only like a 1 or 2 out of 10.
Yeah,
Then I
some
get
do
married.
get married. I've seen married once, especially right here in the Western Cape.
Yeah,
I've seen.
I'm saying, but then like how often do you see those marriages?
Yeah.
If there's so many of them.
Okay, let's start with the cheating. We'll get into the marriage part. Let's start with the cheating. I've now gotten to understand that everybody cheat. Gay, straight, lesbian, trans, everybody cheats. And I think it's mostly also the thing of always wanting to chase the bigger this, the bigger that. It can be the bigger car. It can be the bigger private parts. It can be the bigger paycheck. It's always about who is who's got the best of this.
Gay people, it's said that they have money. Some.
Apparently,
You know that stereotype. I grew up. There was a stereotype saying that.
Yeah.
apparently,
Yeah,
and that's why you find some guys who say they are straight will go for gay men because they think that they will get money. They think, I'm gonna go and dig gold. Figuratively, literally, they're gonna go and dig the gold.
Yeah, I do. Listen to this one. I actually grew up knowing such like people like that. Understand, like people who have sex with other gay people, but then they're not gay. But then now they have a name. They are called MSM. Men who have sex with men. Right? So I'm not gay, but I'm having sex with gay people. But I don't want you to call me gay. I don't
But
know.
doesn't that then make you bisexual?
No, they say no, they're not bisexual. This was. They say they are
Exactly.
Doesn't it make them sex workers?
You see, they also know sex workers.
Now it's a transitional thing.
I wish
because-
Mamsi was there. I wish Mamsi was there. Like there's lots like, that you can discuss within that population. Like there's so many things that are confusing.
And also, I know majority of the time people assume that most gay men that are bottom are always the ones that are dramatic. So they'll always be the ones that are always in drag, and they'll always be the ones that are like just like
But like
the bottom ones.
but like in Tavi.
And the top ones would be the masculine ones. I'm just saying, don't come for us. Don't come for us.
Okay guys, okay guys. That I'm saying, like I wish like our Mamsi was there. Like now I have a question. Do you really think that there's a gay guy who's only a bottom?
Yes. I've followed the story of that. Yeah, see now we're coming to that marriage. I followed the story of that famous guy who is a radio host now on Metro. Who is Somizi. Somizi is top. He's only top. He got married to Mohale, and it was a beautiful ceremony, beautiful pictures. I mean, we don't know exactly the nitty-gritties of what happened in the marriage, but I loved everything, and it was love, man. I mean, if you see the two individuals that are really in love, according to what we saw in the socials and all over TV, man, it was something beautiful up until it was not beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be controversial. Scientifically, like when you touch me, like ta, my private part must do the moves, right? So now, like here's a gay guy who claims to be only a bottom, and then you are touchy. Like which one like does this? Like where is the reaction? Is it? I don't know. Like make me
But here's the thing.
understand.
It's from what I gathered, it's not only about erection. So for the top, it will be almost like your guy type of situation where now you get the erection and all the other things. And for the bottom one, it will all about be the stimulation of wanting to be intimate with the next person and getting into the whole level of maybe ending up into penetration. So it's not all about erection.
So they don't come.
It's not all about, from what I gathered, hey, and I could be wrong.
Both penises are erected.
Exactly, that's what I want. I think that's where my question was going.
I don't think it's always the case. Eh? I don't think it's always the case. I think it's different
I think we need an expert on this one.
We really need an expert on this one. We really need.
Good questions as well from the listeners. I think let's jump straight into the hot take, because your questions, guys, also have to do with the questions that they actually have. So maybe what we could do is that on the next episode, can we bring in the expert?
Yeah.
Then the expert can answer, the questions. Chad, we've got questions there on the table.
But here's my thing though. I would love for people in the space in the LGBTQI plus society to come into maybe spaces like this and platform like this, and we get to and have a conversation, hey, and not an interrogation, but just have a conversation.
Yes.
Because sometimes I do feel like some individuals, they like to interrogate situations or tend to ask, for lack of a better word, stupid questions.
Yeah. And also becoming sensitive along the way.
Most definitely.
And
most definitely. And for me, when we're speaking about being inclusive, for me, it also speaks to how the society needs to come and also sensitize us as much as we get to understand, and we all can be inclusive in this kind of discussion.
Very important. So we're going to do a twister to this game. It's called the hot take. So the hot take is where we get questions from you guys, and then we attempted to answer those questions. But unfortunately, we don't have the expert on the panel today that can be able to respond to
Is what you mean
Morena. So now it's not okay.
These questions.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have a twister to it. We're going to attempt to have heterosexual individuals try to answer questions that are directed to the homosexuals individuals, right? And then we're going to try and to be diplomatic and as educational as possible. Can we do that, right? So whatever question you have, try to answer it from your own perspective.
Okay, the question I have is to the gay men and women, do you first experiment opposite sex?
Did they first...
What was the question?
Do you first experiment opposite sex? That's exactly how it's written down. But then I think I understand the question. Like the question is, like with heterosexual couples, right? Like we want to experiment. But I feel like it's like that with anyone. Like we all human species ultimately. Like we all have like the same.
Person asking to say someone who's gay, their first partner, their first sexual partner, was it a gay person, or did they experiment with other people, or do they still want to experiment with other people?
Yes, like I think that's what they're asking. But like,
yes.
Did you sleep with an opposite sex before you like you can say like no, I don't think I like this. Yeah, I think it's like that. Like I don't know.
I think I get the question, and this is what sometimes make some people in the LGBT society to be uncomfortable about certain conversations. It's maybe the way questions are posed.
Yeah.
I believe, from what I gathered, this is strictly what I gathered. I believe each person in the LGBTQI plus society has their own individual journey and their own individual way of actually getting to the point where they are at this present time. I know of people who said I needed to disguise myself and needed to act as if I'm a boy. I dated girls. I know of girls who actually also said I needed to make sure that I disguise myself and dated boys, even though I wanted to date girls. But I did all of this because I wanted acceptance, because I wanted my family to welcome me, because I wanted that sense of normality according to the society. But not every journey is the same. I also know of individuals that will say, no, I always knew that this is who I am, and this is what or the kind of people I wanted to date. So I never experimented whatsoever.
And I don't think sexual experience actually concludes one's sexuality or one's certainty about what their sexuality is.
Your gender.
Gender.
Yeah.
No sexuality.
Okay.
Gay, lesbian, and it's sexuality. Correct me if I'm wrong. Down there on the comment section.
Gender. Like sex is male and female.
Sexuality?
And then gender. Sexuality like is a course now, like from a child and then teenage and okay, like it's fine.
Let's not cut together.
It's fine.
And he's a visitor. He's going to leave us with the trouble.
Yes. But no, it's an educational platform. So next week we'll make sure that we have an expert just to answer some of the questions that you guys have. Question to the lesbians in the LGBTIQ plus community. If they only find females attractive, then why do they use strap-on dildos and not anything female-related? If lesbians only find females attractive during sex, why do they use strap-on dildos and not anything female-related?
I'll give you two.
That's a nice question.
Also this question, from what I gathered, because I have a lot of friends in the LGBTQI society, and what made me to actually have a lot of friends in the society is because I'm curious. It's because I want to know, I want to understand, and I want to find out things instead of coming from a one-dimensional or one-view type of conversation. I believe this conversation is one-sided a bit, because not all lesbians use strap-ons and dildos. Some do and some don't. So it's also a matter of what do you enjoy in bed. Also with your normal type of relationships, where you'll find some couples being okay with using sex toys. And they would introduce sex toys in the bedroom, and it will be okay for them. It will stimulate them. It will make them to actually enjoy their sexual intercourse, them being intimate. So some do use the dildos and the strap-on, some don't.
And I don't think we must reduce sexual experiences to how one views themselves, right? What I enjoy in the bedroom and what I do into the bedroom does not necessarily define my identity.
No.
Because I'm getting a feeling that as a society, we like, oh no, but you said you're gay. So that means in the bedroom, you must be like this. No, you said you're lesbian. So therefore, you must, I don't think we should do that, you know? I can come out and say my identity is this, but you guys must not set standards for me and say I must behave this way because I said this is my identity. I don't know if you're making sense.
And I think you're making sense. And I think it also can be issue of emotions, man. Like to say, I like dick, but I don't like the emotions that goes with it. Like I don't like how men are like as men. So that's why like I prefer females. But then like when it comes to sex, like I would prefer a dick, but I don't want it. I don't want the real one. I can have this one with my friend or my girlfriend. I don't know.
Someone is asking me if I've ever had sex with a lesbian, or do I wish to actually have sex with a lesbian. I'm as straight as they come, my sweetheart.
Straight like a ruler.
Are you sure?
If opportunity arises now, are you sure?
Now, I've seen pretty girls, but...
Here's my question. And I've asked this question, I don't know how many times, and I'm never satisfied with the answer. Why is it the majority of gay men, gay bottom men, like to go for the straight guys? It's like most gay men don't want to date anyone in the LGBTQI society.
Yeah.
Most of that. Is it a defense mechanism type of a thing, or is it that because maybe you are the more feminine one, you want a guy who's going out to be the guy type of thing?
I mean, each to their own. Yes, whatever.
I was about to say, like, I think it goes with I want to get the best one in the room. You know, like with us guys, like when you see a group of girls, like you want that one that can't get that one. Kantolakala, you want that one. So like with them also, like they know that okay, like there's many gay guys here, but then like that one is not gay and it doesn't even look gay. So if I get that one, my friends, they will know.
I like to explain. Explanation is great. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And each to their own, honestly. If someone feels that they would prefer someone that is heterosexual, I know of gay individuals in my life that tell me straight up to say, listen, we don't prefer other gay men. We actually prefer, other straight men and those that are, men that have sex with men. I mean, that you explained.
Okay. So actually after that experience, even if it was the first time experience for that straight guy, then we can then classify that guy as not a straight guy, but a man
having sex with
who have sex with a
MSM.
or a bisexual individual, but maybe they just discovered after this experience that actually I'm bisexual.
Remember your sexuality is not even defined by that sexual experience. So you might have just had sex with the person, but there are other factors. So we can't just say a person is gay because they're having sex with other men. Or we can't say a person is lesbian because they're having sex with other women, right? That's why we speak about being sexually and romantically attracted to. So we'd say a lesbian is a woman that is sexually and romantically attracted to other women.
I come back again in explain. I come back again. I feel like I'm in physics and maths class.
A gay guy then becomes someone who's sexually and romantically attracted to other men. But MSM is someone who's just sexually attracted, not emotionally. Because like if you find that this is a father of 5, has a wife, but then like at night, always going the other way around.
So it's what we used to call about after 9.
Yeah.
So in that situation, we can then safely say that this individual just wants to go in there just for the sexual pleasure, for the sexual side of it, no emotions whatsoever.
Nothing.
And then, okay, fine. Let's take it to reality. How best is it to be able to subtract emotions from sexual attractions?
That's a complex thing.
It's very complex because even if you are having your side thing that you say, no, this one, the sex is great and all of that, it's all about sex. But when you find your side walking with a wise man down the road, you'll catch some feelings.
Yeah.
My G, you'll catch some feelings. And now your emotions, where are they?
But me, I think it's maybe is guys who are, I don't know, man, like. No, they don't have emotions anymore. Like sometimes women, what they do to us, like sometimes what they do to us, they can break it and like crush it, and step on it and put it in the bin.
It's in tatters.
There's a series on TikTok. There's this there's this individual called Fuitsimang. So what he does, I hope those are your pronouns, Fuitsimang. So what he does on TikTok is that it's called Revenge Diaries. So ladies actually write him stories telling him about the worst things that they've ever done to revenge cheating. Some women there, they've left their men in Mozambique without money and everything. There's one who said, I told him to bring the uncles at home, but they didn't tell my family. So they came at 5 o'clock, we were laughing, me and my family, they had to return. Like,
But does it work, guys? I think I've asked this in my radio show. Does revenge cheating work?
No, it's not revenge cheating. Things you like, not revenge. Revenge cheating is when you cheat back because you want to revenge yourself. So this one is things you do as a revenge for the person cheating on you. So the person cheats on you, and you're like, okay.
Such as like maybe like gender-based violence or kill someone.
Yeah, that's extreme. That's a bit.
But it's kind of like it's those things. Those are the triggers. It starts there.
The only thing that the ladies do, because the one lady then said, the one lady forgave him and everything, and they dated and whatever. So said, baby, I forgive you and everything the case may be. And then the lady, what she did is because the guy kept on cheating, is that one day she registered her fingerprint on the phone, right? And then when the guy is sleeping, she would take the nudes of the girls that she was dating and put them as a wallpaper on the guy's wallpaper and leave the phone there. So now when the guy wakes up in the morning on the wallpaper, it's actually one of the nudes of his side chicks. So then he asked the girl, because like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Therapy is needed somewhere.
It's not like,
Therapy is needed.
as much as I can understand where she was coming from,
healing
but
and
like what I'm
therapy
trying to say is like it goes back to what we say, me and Wise Man, to say like when it comes to gender-based violence, we have perpetrators and then we have perpetuators. So like by you doing that, you're thinking that okay, you're revenging me because
For
like
cheating. Why did you
yeah,
cheat on me?
but you're actually perpetuating me to become a perpetrator because ultimately that's what I'm trying to say.
I
Like
hear you, but I
ultimately,
have
like
you-
because like now like psychologically you're not okay, and then now you're also traumatizing me. So what's gonna happen to that guy?
And
There's
you
no
know,
condoning of GBV, no matter what happens.
No, we don't.
matter
No,
how
we don't.
much I
No, if
push
it-
you,
we don't.
No matter
No,
how
we
much
don't.
I
We don't.
perpetuate,
Let's condone that.
Let's condone it. Let's not condone it, but let's also try to unlearn and teach each other,
Exactly,
both as
like-
men and women, how to address the issues. Because here is the thing: when you don't address the issue, you'll end up now poking other holes that will end up now opening a
You understand?
bigger hole.
Because like now you are not communicating. Like your communication is
But
not
I'm telling you that
communicating.
you're cheating on me, you deny. What am I supposed to do? I'm
No.
confronting you and say you're cheating on me.
Then leave your guy. Leave your guy.
Find a solution.
'Cause, like,
Deal
you,
with-
you have enough evidence now, and you still want him to confess. All you have evidence.
I ended up in a psychiatric hospital actually. So that's revenge cheating. Anyways, guys, so
You see now.
we just
That's
gonna close-
GBV on another
That's
level
a
also.
GBV also. You see now.
It's not about hitting.
So we're just gonna close the rule. Don't cheat. Stay in your lane.
Everyone cheat. Rule.
Don't cheat, guys.
Don't cheat. No, don't
Don't cheat. Don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
Everyone, please, don't cheat. It's not
Otherwise, you're
good.
gonna end up in a psychiatric.
But do you think we'll ever get to that space? I know you wanna close. Do you
have
think
to
we'll,
close it,
do you think we'll ever get to that space where no one cheats? Because here's my thing: if there were 10 people in the world, 10 guys in a perfect world, 10 guys and 10 ladies, I don't think we would have as such because everyone will have their own. And not because there's spare wheels, there's extra ones.
No, West man. No,
There's
West man.
something available.
Even if the numbers are balancing, when you go out, I'm coming in. You see, I feel life is like this, man. There's nothing you can do about it.
Listen, maybe we might
Just
just
like
like
that.
there now, but there's a lot of sexual discipline that we need to learn because emotionally cheating does drain a lot.
Yeah,
And I think, in as much as we joke about it and whatever the case,
that's true story.
we've seen this cheating incidences in marriages that are actually falling apart.
Yeah.
Divorces, the divorce rate is just on another level.
The
And I
killings,
don't think-
man.
And the killings as well. I don't think we want to set that standard for the generation to come to say divorce is okay. We condone love. We condone
Yeah.
we condone all of those things. And that's why we're talking about cheating, to really find out why do people really cheat, you know? We didn't get to the bottom of it, but we wanted to open up the conversation to say, maybe let's try to find different ways of doing other things. Last week we spoke about open relationships, to say, maybe if you feel like you want someone else outside, sit down with your partner and say your partner, baby, bring in someone else in the relationship.
Sure.
Make it very explicit, make it very open so that both of you can
Now you are legalizing cheating. That's
Guys, we need to close and put it in this way. If you want more of this conversation, please make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you hit the notification bell. Please make sure that you also comment below. We're going to have more. By the way, next week we're going to finish up on this conversation. So we'll have an expert on the panel who will be answering all the questions that you have as far as the LGBTIQA plus community is concerned. So anything that you've always wanted to ask, Mamsa will be sitting on the hot seat, taking all the hot questions that you guys actually have. Unfortunately, we don't even have time to talk about
You're trying to say we're going to be drilling Wamsi.
No, Mamsi
No, we won't.
is an expert in this. We don't even have time to talk about what's been trending. But we know that rest in peace to the great Pope.
Yeah, the People's Pope is what he was popularly known as. He was popularly known as the People's Pope, Pope Francis.
Yeah. Anything else that has been trended?
But besides the vet court cases,
Hey, that one.
because that's like my deepest worry, because like people don't have money. See?
Yeah, we don't have money.
Yeah, and then the tariffs, and then the USAID, and everything is gone. See, like it's unemployment went higher and higher. See, like because of all of this. So like I'm not just.
And now the fakes are not the fakes anymore. They're actually the originals because they're all made from the same.
Because like now China just exposed everyone. It's like, hey, you Liverton, now we know you. We are making this for you for $1, and then you're selling them for 10,000.
Imagine.
Yo, It's too much. It's too
Buying
much.
something that's worth 50 rand, but you're buying for 50,000 rand.
Now
What?
people are picked there in Belleville.
This December, all of us Gucci, all of us Louis
telling you.
Vuitton, all of us name brands. I'm talking
All of us
Versace.
iPhones.
All of us.
Lunga, did you get your iPhone? Lunga said he's going to buy an iPhone. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
it's only 1 rand there.
So that thing that, guys, I was telling you about, there was a mess. So on the 19th of April,
Okay.
there were 3,000 people that got married, which makes it 1,500 couples.
19th, this past Saturday. So just after Good Friday.
Same sex.
No, not same sex. There were just like 1,500 couples in one church getting married at the same time.
One pastor.
Whoa.
That guy, that pastor, like,
Here's the thing,
you
here's
must
the
pray for me.
Here's the thing. Because of me, I'm always, this is all marketing for that particular church. It's not about the weddings. It's not about the marriages. It's about marketing that church and its Easter. Chief, you know these things. I mean, people have made to be eating grass and sprayed with doom on the face.
The other pastor was walking home like on top of people. They said this pastor doesn't walk on the floor.
Imagine. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for chilling with us. Thank you so much for having so much fun with us and engaging. Thank you for the love that you're also showing us. If you did enjoy today's episode, don't forget a thumbs up is going to help us a lot on our side. But what is also going to help is if you hit that subscribe button. The more you do that with your friend's device, your mother's device,
Yes, sir.
device, everyone else's device, just click subscribe. Then we can be able to give you all the content that is coming up. Don't forget to also follow us on Facebook at PSH, Partners in Sexual Health, I think that
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
as well, so that we can keep on giving you this amazing content. Gentlemen,
TikTok,
not yet, but we're coming very soon.
Instagram, Siakwazif Network.
We are the different all social media platforms except for now, TikTok, but we are definitely.
And our hashtags.
So that'll be #Unfiltered, #because we can. But I think what they need to do is just click on the subscribe, click on the follow, then they'll definitely get what they've always wanted.
The rest will be history.
Definitely.
Because we can.
See you guys on the next one. Thank you so much.
See you guys in forever, man.